This week's parsha is Parshas Chukas. Parshas Chukas begins with the laws of the red heifer, the Parah Aduma. The Parah Aduma was the means by which a person who had become tameh, spiritually contaminated, how he would purify himself. Basically, they took a red cow or heifer and they burnt it. The ashes were then mixed with water, and that water was then sprinkled on people who had become spiritually contaminated, and they became purified after a process of sacrifice and so on. Everybody talks about how Parah Aduma is singled out by the Torah as the Chukas HaTorah, as the statute of the Torah, which we understand that to mean as a law without reasoning, or a law without understanding, meaning that many times we have laws in the Torah that seem logical to us. Many times we have laws that seem very moral to us. This law we cannot understand. It's beyond our conception to understand. Well, at least that's how I thought it was to be understood until I saw the Medrash. Now, up until now, just to repeat, I understood that when it says that it's a chayk, it's a law beyond our conception, it meant it was beyond our human capabilities to understand. Meaning we don't have the capacity to understand. Now, the Medrash, though, says that Moshe himself understood the laws of Parah Aduma eventually, and the entire world will understand the laws of Parah Aduma, of the red heifer, when Mashiach will come. So it's clear from these two Midrashim that we do have the capacity to understand the laws of Parah Aduma and the logic behind them. But Hashem withdraws that from us. Hashem took away that capacity from us. He took away, or didn't give us the ability to, didn't give us the understanding, but we have the capacity to understand. Which brings the question of, then why did Hashem do this? Hashem on purpose took away our understanding of Parah Aduma, of the ability to understand the logic behind Parah Aduma. So why would Hashem do this? So the Mefarshim talk about, the commentators speak out, that the reason why Hashem decided to do this is because really all laws will have parts and sections which to us, which to other people, will seem illogical or will seem immoral at times, will seem counterproductive at times, or maybe an alternative is better. But to our limited understanding, this is the better option. Doesn't make a difference though. If the laws state that we should do A, we do A. No matter if A to us seems illogical, immoral, it doesn't make a difference. Hashem told us to do it a certain way, so we do it that way. Therefore, Hashem gave us the Parah Aduma, the red heifer, which the entire law is inexplicable, which is ununderstandable to us. But it's important to note that we have the capacity to understand, but Hashem did not give us the ability, did not give us the potential to understand at this point, but the capacity is there. Now that brings to the next question, which I don't have an answer for, is why would Hashem pick the red heifer? Meaning that if this is like any other law in the entire Torah, that we have the capacity to understand it, we have the ability and the facilities to faculties to understand it. So why did Hashem decide to pick this specific law, the laws of the red heifer, to not give us the logic behind it, the understanding behind it? Why did he pick this specific set of laws? Shabbos.